feel like the game audio is really loud, but let me check my my mic. I feel like my mic sounds too loud, but I don't know. I'm half deaf. I don't know. So last time we finished with somebody. Oh, did we finish Craig last time? I think we finished Craig last time. Question mark? I don't know. Don't trust anyone who likes their meat well done. Well, guess what? You're not trusting me then. I don't like pink meat. Like, I'll have medium rare, but it's usually well done or like almost well done. I like my hot dogs burnt. Like the ends burnt. I don't know. I don't know. Something's wrong with me. So today, I have water and I have my morning coffee, but this is gonna make me lose my voice because I do a voice for Damien, and I don't like him because he's like the stereotypical goth. Like, I mean, it's Victorian fashion goth, but to me, he just seems very stereotypical, and I think that it might be a facade, honestly. I don't know, but I don't particularly like Damien. As a goth, I don't really like Damien. I just noticed too that he has a earring? Does he have plugs? Not that kind of plug. Um, so let's read about Damien. We have not dated Damien. We've dated everybody except for Brian, Robert, and Damien. And I heard that you're not supposed to date Joseph before you date Robert. Otherwise, you don't get Robert's ending. So we're gonna have to go back to an old save when we date Robert. So after Damien, we'll go back to a very old save where we didn't date Joseph and date Robert. I'm just gonna wait a second and drink a little bit sippy sippy. My coffee tastes really weird this morning. I don't know why. I might have accidentally put too much cream in. I have cookie dough creamer. I don't put any sugar, just cream, but it's like flavored. I don't know, it just tastes really weird. I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste like how I normally make it. I'm also using my daddy mug. Daddy is a state of mind with Pedro Pascal. Literally one of my favorite mugs. Ichigo got it for me in earlier this year for my sobriety, which is out the fucking window now, so I feel bad. But anyway, Damien Bloodmark or Bloodmarch. I think it's Bloodmark, and I think the H is silent. That's how I would pronounce it anyway. How do you do? I have finally received to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my absolute best to understand. I just threw in absolute. Absolute isn't even fucking there. I can read, I promise. I love long strolls through the graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest Victorian fashion, the I can read, I promise. The the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats sent me a letter by post. Again, by post isn't there. I'm just adding shit now. Oh, sorry. On a Friday night, he is most likely to listen to true crime podcast while he taxidermies his newest specimens. And we found out through dating somebody else and visiting his house that he taxidermies butterflies, insects, beetles, you name it, he does it. Just in the insect category, anyway. Haven't seen a spider yet, and I feel like he would. If he had one thing to take with him on a desert island, it would be a coffin. His turn-ons are pronouncing bosom correctly, He wanted to be a bat when he grew up. His favorite movie genre is foreign art house horror. His ideal date is, it's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. He never leaves home without an upside down cross, and he spends a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Salience? Salience? It's 11:11. Make a wish. I made a wish. Okay. It's not gonna come true anytime soon, but it's fine. Spend less money than you make. That is what the bankruptcy course is all about. It is better to be early than late. I agree. For the bankruptcy trustee meeting, I was an hour early because I have paranoia and anxiety. uh, Damien seemed really interesting. Did he? A little odd, yeah, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a moment before I see that Damien is typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. Oop, and we sip our coffee. Listen, I'm only doing what the game is basically telling me to do. I'm sipping my coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee. I'm really into my character right now. Took like 3 sips. And the computer finally dings. Bing! Oh. Oh. Hold on. Ashton, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter. For as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. Oh, ah, ah! I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodbark. Bro, I don't really like tea unless it's bubble tea. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. I understand it. Hey, Amanda. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. Ew, no, no. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Yeah. Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? I gave my pen and quill to my friend. I used to have one. I used to actually have one. Because I love writing letters. Like handwriting letters, stamping them with the wax seal and all, and, sending them. I do have a book of stamps. I would love some pen pals. Preferably pen pals that live in Maine. I'm gonna put that out there into the world. Hold on, I'm gonna type that in. Pen pals for looking for pen pals in Maine. Maybe I'm just lonely. And I don't like talking to people, but writing letters, getting mail, whole other level. And specifically Maine because I would love to visit there one day. And if I get like friends in Maine, oh my gosh. I should write that actually. Bam. Maybe someone will pop in and be like, "Oh, I love Dream Daddy," and then see that I want pen pals in Maine, and then they're Maine, and then they'd be like, "Oh, this is right," you know? Probably not, but one can hope. Okay, one can dream. Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill, Dad? How will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debut? Hold on, my music is distracting me. Gonna lower that like a lot. Okay. Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. What dowry? Or. So you read Pride and Prejudice for school a one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, and then I read a review on the movie. Still gotta be, though. Didn't we all do that? I didn't. I loved English class. I read the book. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this, step aside, Pops. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Ashton. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Genius. Well, I suppose that's that. Oh, here's his house. His mansion, almost looking thing. He has 2 gargoyles out in the front. What looks to be a gargoyle knocker. Stained glass. Long windows with long curtains. Vines growing on the roof and the pillars, but not up along the side of the house. Interesting. Bushes in the front with a fence. And his house is black. I make a short walk to over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more like a manor, a state. The Gothic architecture looms over the other houses in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head, okay, it's not a gargoyle, it's a bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's creepy, it's like a haunted house. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Oh yeah, they're definitely related to Damien. Look at the hair on the left, unless that is a picture of Damien. I don't like that type of dog. It's like a dog mixed with a horse. Is that a what is that dog type called? I don't even remember. I know Julian has like a couple of them. Let me Google because now it's gonna bother me that I don't know. Is it a greyhound? I didn't think it was. Is it an English greyhound? I was gonna say greyhound, but then I thought it was wrong because I thought they looked a little bit different. But no, it's a greyhound. Okay. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Uh, Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? What are you talking about? The one that's of Damien is like clearly staring at the the middle picture. The middle picture is the only one staring at you, and the dog is also staring at the middle picture. Wait, we can't gloss over some of these details. Hold on. All of the skulls in the cases, so he collects oddities. That's pretty cool actually. I like the clock. I don't like the flowers though. I'm thinking the ones on the left are dahlias or peonies maybe. I do like dahlias though. First of all, these sandwiches look divine. I would love one of those sandwiches. Or those little desserts with a little cherry on top. I think that's what that is. Or the little, like, maybe like little fudges at the top. I don't know. I just want food. I'm not even there for the tea. I'm there for those sandwiches. Anyway, why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Bro, there's a fireplace. Just go sit next to it. Ashton, pleasure to have you in my home. Also, I can't do the Damien voice that I did like a couple episodes ago because that hurt my throat, and also I don't remember it. But I remember it hurting my throat. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Of course. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked. I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings. I like oil paintings. Oh, right, sorry. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This one is great. We only get to see this room. This is one of the older homes in the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenager years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. Bye, Lucian! We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. I'm getting Beauty and the Beast vibes here. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling arch windows. The walls are lined with I was about to say paperback, with packed books, bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. There's all his butterflies. There's a lot of books. He reads a lot, huh? Look out the window, look at the butterflies, pick up a book. Let's do it all. Look out the window. I walk to the window and I am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. What a fucking show off. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Oh my goodness. What eye candy awaits. Damn! Did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of the full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Alright. Look at the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. He did already, but okay. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ugh! Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Pick up a book. You know, Ashton, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I mean, we're kind of in that nowadays too, so many books have been banned. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover, which means he reads this book a lot. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read out loud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Damien! Are you reading Naruto fanfiction? Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Please, will you join me for tea? Yes, change the subject, Damien, yes. I never shipped Naruto and Sasuke together, but I see why people would. Damn. Saucy. Saucy stuff, Damien. That's not a Victorian era book. If it's in your private collection, you should probably keep it in your bedroom. Especially if you read it that much. I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Me trying to find the chairs that he speaks of because I see two couches. Where are said chairs? I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the latter time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea, and the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh. My dear friend, we are currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. You learn something new every day. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Oh, I wanted this. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cape. Well, it's a cloak, so that probably would hurt him a lot, wouldn't it? Hold on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Your home is really impressive because I feel like if you're asking about goths in Maple Bay, you're wondering if there's someone else other than him. I don't know. Anyway. It seems like you've really put a lot of work in this place. And honestly, that's probably like the best like compliment you can probably pay someone because you like their house because of how much passion they put into it. So this is probably the best answer. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Yeah, because Joseph, we did see that Joseph was like saying, why on earth would you paint your house black? He said that that was probably not good. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous. Generous? What am I saying? That's very generous of you to say. Man, that is a creepy smile. His eyes are wide. He has no lips. Somebody told me that Damien might be trans, but I don't know if that's canon or not. I saw it on Tumblr, but I don't know if that's true. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. Brum, brum, brum. Black Parade was already mentioned because Lucian's room has a poster of it, but yeah. Did he take you to the city? Sorry? Ah, did you see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Okay. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. It's already getting cold. Ugh, I hate cold coffee. I can acknowledge that there are many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love. It's all the same. Tell me, Ashton, do you have any hobbies? Oh boy, do I. Video games. Collecting stickers, wax sealing, snacking, sleeping, watching movies with friends, watching YouTube by myself because I have no friends to watch YouTube with, collecting pins, although now I'm trying to sell my entire collection, hand making buttons. I posted Demon Slayer today on Depop because I've been trying to sell button packs rather than just one button. Also, if anyone's interested in buying buttons, I am on Depop, and then I have a Depop code that you DM me, and you get 15% off any items that are $2 or more. Handmade items are excluded, though, so sorry. Unless they're a button pack. I think I would accept 15% off of button packs, to be honest. I just want them out of my house. Out of my room. I have too many buttons. Sorry, I'm eating a Fig bar. I have one blueberry one that I didn't eat yesterday because the Fig bars come in 2 pieces, which I feel like they should just have them as the whole bar, but I guess this works out. Sip of coffee. Also, in order to do grounded today, because I didn't do it yesterday, I'm not gonna go on 2 dates with Damien. We are just gonna do the first date and then the dad book extra bit that we do. So yeah. Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interest. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Oh! He's flirting! Which I never do, really. Although, So I had time to reflect since I am not going to talk about it on stream, obviously, but something happened yesterday, and I had time to self-reflect on a lot, and like, so if you don't know, I'm demisexual. I'm not attracted to anybody, like at all, unless I have a deeper connection with them. I have been connecting with somebody recently, but it's not deep or anything, which is fine because I don't want to, and he doesn't want to. But I had some self-reflecting, like, do I flirt with anybody? And I don't know, because I don't know if I'm doing it or not sometimes. And I messaged somebody last night while I was streaming Stardew Valley with Joshy Fish, and hold on, this is what I said. I sent a meme, and the only thing that I would say maybe would be me possibly flirting. I don't know if this counts as flirting, but I don't know. They basically said maybe I do want your attention with like eye emojis. Is that flirting? I don't know. I don't think it is. But maybe someone would take it as flirting. I'm not dumb. Anyway, nobody's here to tell me if that's flirting or not. I don't think it is. I really don't. But maybe it is. I don't know. I smiled when I typed it. Maybe it is. Oh my god, maybe it is. Anyway, moving on with my life. I'm only interested in dating in Dream Daddy or Pedro Pascal. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Nabby nom. Please do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. I don't like watching soap making videos, but I love the soap cutting videos where they're like slicing it like a checkerboard and then slicing them off and the cubes fall off. Oh my god, that ASMR sound of soap cutting is amazing. Love me some word jumbles. I do like word jumbles. And like people that play words on stream, I've been really digging that. I learned how to juggle once. That's not really a hobby. That's more of a I want to make a fool of myself and learn how to juggle. I'ma go with love me some word jumbles. We got the hots, babes. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. I write poetry and short stories, but I'm not like a novel writer. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Oh, I want a sandwich now. I just have a fucking fig bar. And not even a full fig bar. I have a half a fig bar. I want a sandwich. Come, I have one more thing to show you. I don't find it really impressive, actually. There could be like some flowers in the front that are more detailed, but it's okay. It just seems thrown together, really. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. So I guess this is where he gets butterflies. Maybe he finds them when they're dead and then pins them to have them forever. It sounds kind of messed up, actually. But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know if I support taxidermy or not, because I just don't know. I know people find comfort in it when they get their dogs or their cats taxidermied, like when they're sleeping and stuff, and they have that forever in a place. I find it really sad, but I know people find comfort in that. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of a hard place to like see if you have any morals or support for that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of torn about it. For me, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have taxidermied my cat that died because it would have made me so depressed and feel like I couldn't let go. You know? I don't know. Anyway, my garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. A little chuckle. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously.
Oh.
You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Okay, but if everyone knew that, wouldn't they still know? Like, oh my god, that bitch gave so and so a lily in their bouquet. That means they want to fuck, or that means they're already fucking. You know, stuff like that. Like, wouldn't everybody know if everybody was sending secret messages, but everyone would know what the secret message was because everyone knows the flower codes? Anyway,
Huh.
even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it's paired with. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. I wonder if this is a real thing. Like, obviously it is, maybe, perhaps, but I want to learn about it. One had to be extremely careful, and even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damn, this seems like serious.
Hmm.
This seems like a lot. This seems like too much. This seems like too much. Just give me one flower. I'm eating my fake bar. Sorry, excuse me. It also allows me to take a breath because it is just me reading constantly and then also talking to chat. If we, well, figuratively talking to chat. Chat. Chad? Who's Chad? Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off of the vine.
Oh.
Lilium bulbiferium. The orange lily. What do you think this one means? They want to fuck. uh, I want that sweet, sweet goodness. I don't know. My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Thou art the tightest. Give me some of that.
Hmm.
Um.
Hmm.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Oh. Same thing. Enemies to lovers. They can still fuck. Or they fucked and now they hate each other. You know what I'm saying? That happens too. Well,
Oh.
and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. Alright, nobody get me an orange lily. What's your favorite type of flower? Sunflower. Although he probably hates sunflowers because of the sun. They remind me of sunshine, and then you can eat the seeds as a delicious snack. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Oh man, now I want sunflower seeds. I don't actually like sunflower seeds. But I feel like that was the wrong answer. He didn't do any hearts or anything. Nothing can beat reading in print. I agree. I prefer having the actual books. I like snapdragons. They're cooler looking, but honeysuckles are really cute. Because they're cute. Ah! And you can do the thing where you squeeze them so it looks like they're talking. What? I don't know. I've never really. That's a weird answer. It's a weird answer. I don't like that one. I'll do honeysuckle. I said honeysuckles were cute. Snapchat. What? Snapdragons are cool looking. I don't think they're cute. Isn't snapdragons? Am I thinking of the right flower? Isn't snapdragon? No, they're not. I'm thinking of bleeding hearts. Are those snapdragons? Snapdragon plant. Oh, okay. No, I don't like snapdragons. We're gonna go with honeysuckle. They smell really good. That is so valid. Yeah, I like honeysuckles. They're really like pretty and cute. And they smell like honey. So, you know. I kind of want to eat my fig bar still, but I think we're just gonna continue. They smell really good. They do smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar that when you pull the stem out. I did not know that. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. No one's ever gotten me flowers. Oh my gosh. He he would put together a bouquet for me. Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. Yep, never gotten a single flower. That's nothing. Not one. Not even a dandelion. I've gotten myself flowers before. I can buy myself flowers. I got them at a discount too because I'm poor. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. I hear it. Do you guys hear it?
Huh.
It's very subtle. Oh, Ashton, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls out a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it.
Oh.
Damien smiles and walks back into the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into the garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Absolved, welcome in. Remember to brush your teeth before, after, and during dinner for maximum teeth protection. That's a lot. Before, after, and during dinner is wild. Imagine eating a steak and then you get like, you're like, oh wait, what? You eat one piece of steak, you start brushing your teeth. You go to eat another second piece of steak. Now it's minty steak. Do you want minty steak? I wouldn't. I also don't like steak, so I don't eat steak, so it doesn't even matter. This is a terrible example. Or you're eating eggs and you just get like minty eggs. I don't know. Like I feel like that's disgusting. That would make me throw up. Minty steak, yeah. Try it. On the topic of steak, because one of the dad tips were don't trust anyone that likes their meat well done. How do you eat your steak? Do you have it medium well, rare, the other forms, well done? I have mine. If I were to eat steak or like a burger or something, it would always be medium well. I usually eat the live cow. Oh, eat the cow live. Medium though. Okay. I'm medium well. Like not completely well done, but not medium rare either. This makes me wish I had put a little. Did I read this? Oh, I was halfway through before I saw that you messaged. Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. I would like to start a garden after the winter. I want to start planting shit in like January and February. I need to get planter boxes though, because my mom won't actually let me dig up her yard. I used to eat it well done when I was like 12. My dad would always make it medium rare, and I didn't want it because the pink scared me. Because I used to watch oh, what was it called? It was like Parasites Inside Me or something. It was on the Discovery or Science or History channel or something. Monsters Inside Me? Is that what it was? Where like if you ate red meat, you would get like parasites and stuff. Like that shit scared the hell out of me. That would became one of my worst fears. And like if you eat pork that's not cooked enough, you could get tapeworm and all this stuff. so I always made sure that my meat was cooked. I didn't want to eat like anything that had like a little bit of pink or it was still bleeding. I was like, no. It just scared me. I went vegetarian for 6 years. I was so scared. I also just didn't like the taste of meat all that much. I loved jerky though. Like beef jerky was like my favorite. Deer jerky, alligator jerky. Shit was I loved jerky. I don't eat it anymore though. I haven't had jerky since I was like 18 or 19. I find pork disgusting outside of bacon. I don't really like bacon that much either. It has to be like really crispy, but even then like I don't really like the crunch. Like it gets too crunchy and my teeth would not be able to handle that. So the only pork I will eat is if it's pork gyoza probably because there's more inside of it than just pork and it's surrounded by like a dumpling and I like dumplings. But I don't like the vegetarian ones because there's like so much cabbage in it. I'm also allergic to cabbage, but there's like I don't know, it just doesn't taste right. Don't taste as good as the pork ones. I think just the pork gives it more flavor. Maybe I like the flavor of pork, but not pork itself. I don't know. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no! I knocked over the gargoyle. Goliath, no!
Fix that guard.
Oh, 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 oh. Wait, wait. Oh, oh. Ah! Didn't that. Isn't that the way I just tried? Oh.
Goal.
Our secret? I didn't know. Oh, it was timed. Run through the finish line. Yes, don't stop at the finish line like Lightning McQueen. Go through it. And don't let Chick win. I think that was his name. I don't know. Phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. He saw me break his gargoyle.
Ah.
What kind of sound was that? I think Barry plays Damien. I don't know if I'm right on that, though. Ashton, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go! Am I driving? No! It's Hugo. What are you, the only teacher in this school that works here? That's my dream daddy. Oh, this is awkward. I'm sad now. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious looking teacher, and he has anxiety. He did have me once. It was nice. uh, hey, hey, Damien. You're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the my kids are in trouble radio. Oh, what is it this time? This, Damon, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Uh-oh, it's Hugo's kid. Ernest. Yep. We find another teacher in a boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
Huh? Whoa. That's dark. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. Um, you promised me there would be wine down here. You tricked me.
Huh.
Yep, I was gonna say that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cast of Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. Ask for a lawyer. I turned to Damien and whispered to him, what's the cast of Amontillado?
Huh.
It's an Edgar Allan Poe classic short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Huh.
It's a lovely story. Oh, yes. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the what was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I lied about like the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad,
What?
it took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cast of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes? 20 fucking minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego! It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. There actually is like a short film of it. It's black and white, and it's not that good or accurate. And it's literally just him burying him behind the wall. There's like nothing else to it. It's not a movie. It's just like a short like collection of Edgar Allan Poe short films. I used to have it on VHS. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me.
Eh.
Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Jamie and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Because, I have no idea what to do anymore with these kids. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodlock, you too. Thank you for your meditation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son, it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we could do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring at the window. Love you too. Aww! We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Oh, that's nice. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door. First of all, this is my car, sir. And runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot of. We need to work out. It's alright. And all things considered, Lucian, bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of happen a lot? It definitely does. And phase, no. I really admire how you handled that because that was impressive. He didn't yell at him. He didn't say that he was disappointed in him or anything. He just tried to be open with him and tell him he has options. And then like being supportive and all that stuff. That's really nice. My dad would have hit me into next year if that had happened under his roof. Because that would have not flew in my household. I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. Exactly. I don't think yelling does what a lot of parents thinks it does. If anything, in my situation with my father and my mother, if they yelled at me, it just made me feel like they didn't love me, and that guess what? I started to not care anymore if they didn't love me or if they loved me or not. I started hating them. I started literally being like, as soon as I'm out of under your rule, I'm fucking done with you, and I'm never coming back. And that's exactly what I did to my biological father. Although he was also very abusive. His discipline was hitting us, locking us in the closet, locking us in the basement, hanging me by my feet and my hands from the ceiling in the closet in the dark. He was also very sexually abusive too. So like he was a fucking piece of shit, man, and that's why I cut him out of my life completely. But I feel like even if he didn't do that, but still was like on the like emotionally abusive side of things, like what does that do? What does yelling at your child actually do? Especially when they're like so young, they're not gonna understand why you're yelling at them. So like, I don't know. For me, if I were ever a parent, um, which I had not had the opportunity to do fully, but I took care of my sister's kids when my sisters didn't want them. Like, I raised one of them when I was still just a kid, and I never yelled at any of them. And guess what? They come to me. They don't go to their parents for their troubles, they come to me. So, like, I don't know, it's like a respect thing. Like, I respect them for who they are. I also don't try to baby any of them either. I like treat them as like another person. So, like, I don't know, it's just. I took care of a cat for 11 years, which is close enough. Yep, close. I love how people are like, "Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky you don't have kids. You have a cat." I'm like, yo, this fucking cat is like a child. This cat was a child, like a hairy fur baby. Like they're very close to children, and they're like, "Oh, they can't talk back." Oh, yes, they can. Yote would talk to me. Valkyrie would sass the hell out of me. Valhalla would tell me that she is unhappy. Vanaheim was the only one that didn't talk to me. So I would say that was accurate for Vanaheim, but not the other three. Yote would yell at me in the bathroom. She would stop eating her food and just yell at me while I was on the toilet. Like, how dare you? My cat did not really interact much and would just sit on the couch all day. Only one of my cats, Vanaheim. Vanaheim was the only one that would lay on the couch and sleep all day. This stray that comes by wants to be rubbed all the time. Yeah, that's cute because the stray wants lovin'. Hey, the stray might want a couch to lay on too. It sees your other cat, um, or saw your other cat sleep all the time. My actual cat would sleep on top of the couch. The stray does not do that. Where does this stray sleep? On the floor? I'm gonna eat my fig bar. On the table beside the couch, Jotunheim would do that. Jot would lay on the coffee table, spread her entire body across the entire coffee table and sleep there. And we ate at that coffee table too, so her hair was always everywhere. Valkyrie and Valhalla would be in the cat tree next to the couch, but sometimes they would be on the couch. Mainly, like, if the pillow was knocked over, they would sleep on top of the pillow. Not directly on the couch, though. It really does. You're a good dad. Aww. We got the eggplants. I'm very excited that my stream isn't actually behind at all. Maybe like I'm by a millisecond. Because nobody's here. I love it when nobody's here and I stream. Nobody's tampering with the internet. 4 seconds is the norm speed. It's only behind like by one word that I say. For a delay between stream and Twitch. Well, this is the fastest it's ever been. I don't know why. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Mixer was trash, but it actually did have really great latency. I don't know what Mixer is. Yo. What ya watchin'? A mode called Faster Than Light. It was actually like 1.5 seconds between what you did and it showing up on stream. Oh, it was Microsoft's streaming platform to rival Twitch. Wow. It got shut down like 5 years ago, though. Why did it get shut down? Just like competitors or something? Or somebody bought it and shut it down so they can't compete with Twitch or something? Wasn't profitable enough. So Microsoft shit canned it. Damn. That sucks. Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom.
But honey, the outhouse is only like 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he lured Ernest down to the cellar with a promise of fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company, and surprisingly, a diplomatic father. It said dad. I don't know why I said father. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Vroom. Shave with the grain. Dad tip number 14.
Are
Yay!
you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
I don't know who Corey Feldman is, but I'm guessing he's in Lost Boys, because that's what you just said. I've never seen Lost Boys, I don't think. Maybe I have. Interview with the Vampire achievement. Dad tip number 85. Be generous and kind to everyone.
Welcome.
Don't be
These
too
are
kind,
bags.
though, because that could be misconstrued into something else, apparently. Do. There's supposed to be like a mini thing that pops up after the first date. Did I do them all? Is there only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you get to do in a game? That's upsetting. Let's do a second date with him then. Dad tip number 77. Don't smoke. Dad tip number 26. Exercise regularly and you'll stay healthy. I haven't exercised in a little bit. Not since Thursday of last week. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. Also, Absolved, does my mic to game to music ratio sound good? I know there's music in the game, but I also have music playing in the background. I think for lunch I'll eat a salad. I'm trying to open another fig bar because I'm hungry. And this is a strawberry one instead of blueberry. I open Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out. That's what I'm saying. I need somebody to be my pen pal. But please live in Maine. Maine or nah, just Maine. I just want somebody in Maine to be my pen pal. Pen pal. I must keep saying PayPal. That's not what that is. Yeah. I have a wax sealing kit. The colors I can do for someone are pink, blue, purple, gold, rose gold, or copper. Or mix them. I think there's some green ones left too. Alas. I do them for my button packs. If like you buy a button pack from Depop, I will tend to use the wax. I just did one recently. I sold a supernatural button pack on Facebook Market, and I did the anti-possession wax seal. That was fun, and I highlighted it in gold because I'm extra. I could have done black actually. Oh well, I'll do that next time. I do have another supernatural button pack that I have to upload to Depop. I might have already done it. I don't know. Let me actually check if I posted the supernatural one on Depop. I posted Demon Slayer today. Okay, it is on Depop, the supernatural buttons. Oh, someone liked the Demon Slayer button pack already? Nice. I have to actually post that on Facebook Market now. It's a 6-piece. It's the Hashira. Anyway, Amanda hands. I already read that. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads: Dearest Ashton, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. It's not very slow because it was in our mailbox and he lives right next door. He just walked over, put it in our mailbox. It's not like he sent it. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak toward something unwelcome. For now I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While this afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the moral of my spirit. And for that I thank you. That said, Ashton, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, de Bloodwalk. Sorry, that was a rough one. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you're gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. Hey, it's a crap top. You're gonna break it. It's already falling apart. You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's so good. Somebody's done that for me before with concert tickets. It was awesome. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and pursue showtimes. Okay. Sorry, I was text messaging. Okay. He doesn't like romantic comedy. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the Inu of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, and then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien, I hope that this letter finds you in good health. Hey, good morrow to you on this fine eve. I hope this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? Hey, remember when your son... No. You been good? I must confess my amateur control of the... Yeah. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves in on the last we met. The earnest shit was pretty messed up. We're gonna go with that one. Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand, like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus. I find myself lost in your details. Let me get at that. I'm gonna go with the first one. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movie. I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps. Namaste. We'll carry on. Best wishes. Then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way, Ashton Yilva. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh gosh! Oh my gosh! This is terrible! Why did I write it in print? Why not cursive? Like Damien. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, I'm just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all I have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? It's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess it has... Well, sorry. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true or not. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot of his... I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Oh. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? And with a flash of lightning and thunder, here he is. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? Oh, I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What? What? Regardless, the hour grows close. I think maybe he has like a little, it plays. Little recorder thing. And he hits play and thunder cracks. Or whatever. I don't fucking know. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds. Both are terrible options. I hate Sour Patch Kids and I don't like Milk Duds. Milk Duds both get stuck to your teeth and don't taste good. Sour Patch Kids, again, same thing. They taste like unhealthy. They taste like chemicals. I'm gonna take a bite of my strawberry fig bar. Organic, gluten-free. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Uh-oh. Who's it gonna be? Oh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you're spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I hope you do enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's a nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snackies. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. He doesn't like horror or vampire titties or blood, maybe? Maybe he just likes the gothic style and not the gothic lifestyle? I mean, I don't really like horror, but I like vampires, and I don't like shrivel at the, like, I like blood in a non-creepy, fucked up way. I'm gonna shut up now. I get the, like, not liking horror, but there's, like, different, like, genres of horror within the horror genre. I don't like jump scares, but everything else is fine. Jump scares and like chase sequences is what I don't like about horror, but everything else is great. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Dude, it's just the previews. Is everything okay? Vampires, huh? The movie hasn't even fucking started yet, dude. But I don't want to be like dismissive of what he's feeling. So, is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I am a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the arts, the better. I don't believe him. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I've never even heard of. I don't think he likes horror. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest right off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies? In his dad book bio, it says that he likes art house horror films. But I don't know if that is like actually like horror.
Oh my.
You must be joking. I love horror movies.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I'm eating my fig bar. The lights dim for the film. Is it just me or did that sound like Steve? That sounded like Steve's scream from Dead by Daylight. I wish I could replay it. Damien screams.
I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all.
We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. Hold his hand. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, fucking smash! Glittering red eyes and well-oiled abs. Oh my fuck. Sitting up in a coffin. Oh my god. Yes, this is my type of movie. Long silver hair. Oh, abs? Yeah, I'm all over that guy.
Awaken my coven!
Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor.
Brother, is it time?
Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. Is it time? I don't know why I'm making her sound really horny. I'm sorry. The three look at each other and then to the camera. Oh no.
For the Vampire Crusade.
This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at the truce meeting with the general of human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Oh, it's awkward.
Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
What?
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood spatters all over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, relaxively grasping my hand. Oh, he's holding my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampire blood. Ugh.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. Nah. It's okay.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got into an extremely scary section.
Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute, but he won't admit that he's afraid. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Tell a dad joke. Point out a plot hole. Ask what's happening. Save. Tell a dad joke. Where does a dog go when it loses its tail?
Where?
To the retail store. I yelled that last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I can see a smile form on Damien's face.
Good one, Ashton.
The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We got to the final scene of the movie where Romulus Bad Blood, I thought it was True Blood, Bad Blood and the general's wife embrace each other in his crypt. Huh? But I thought there's some plot holes. There's some plot holes because Romulus's wife was in love with the general. The general's now dead, but now Romulus is with the general's wife instead of his own wife?
It appears that the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts.
Romulus and the general's wife begin making out hard. They go, fuck. The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover, Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Is it?
Our bloodline has been pure for thousands of years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again.
I'm like spitting everywhere doing that voice. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. I like spit all over my desk with that voice. Let me just wipe my mouth. Sorry. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated.
What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore.
Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll.
The date is yet to be confirmed. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Amen to that. I don't like crowds. Lovely night, isn't it?
As lovely as the company, yes. Ah, you're gonna make me blush with these compliments. Please keep complimenting. He thinks I'm lovely. Aww, so cute. What a nice. That is one of the nicest compliments I've ever heard. He's smooth as hell. Damn. Okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. Cool. Okay. Just thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? We could stop. We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat. He looks upset. Why does he look upset?
Oh,
Worry not, friend. I have a plan. Not I've got a plan, but I've a plan. I've a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. Let. I had a cemetery date last year. During the daylight, though, not at night. Are we going in there? A little bit of a Victorian flavor, Ashton. Trust me. I don't want Victorian flavor. I don't want to eat dead bodies or their ash. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in the graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Where the fuck was he keeping this shit? In his cloak? Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak. Hence the title of this stream. What else is he hiding under that cloak? Oh, what else is hidden under that cloak? Sorry, I don't even know my own goddamn title. Oh, right, the Mary Poppins of cloaks. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine. Oh my. And fine selection of cheeses. Oh my god, cheese. I love cheese. In the Victorian era, there was no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials. They became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. I don't know about you, but the cemetery I went to last year, dead as the dead around them. No fucking plants. Although I did go in the fall, so I mean, there's that. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you have trouble handling a scary movie?
Oh my.
I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes. I was extremely scared by the movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I've never been good at those. I just feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love— Yes! Damien! Yes! Everyone expects me to love horror films, and it pisses me off because, like, why? Like, I mean, I get why, because goth culture has been obscured with horror culture, and it's not the same thing. I don't like horror films. I don't watch horror films. I've never really seen a lot of horror films, especially when it comes to Dead by Daylight. Everyone's like, have you not seen Silent Hill? Nope. Have you not seen Halloween? Nope. Have you not seen whatever else movies? Oh, The Ring. Never seen The Ring. I've only ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street because my father used to make me watch horror movies, and that's why like I have PTSD from like fucking watching horror movies and shit. And why am I playing Dead by Daylight? Good question. I don't know. I don't know.
It's one of my favorite games. I don't know why. Yeah, it's not a favorite game, but it's definitely one that I play a lot of. But I am a goth that does not like horror films. I do relate with this a lot. So I must play the part. I don't play a part though. I literally will be like, yeah, I'm goth. No, I don't like horror movies. Love going to like, and also another misconception is goths love Halloween. I never liked Halloween growing up. I never celebrated it. Last year was the only year I celebrated Halloween, and I didn't go as like a vampire or a witch or like something you would expect a goth to go as. I went as Poison Ivy, which is one of my favorite DC comic book characters for someone who doesn't like DC comics. But Batman and Joker comic books are great. Yeah. And I grew up on the show too, so. Anyway. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Neither do I. I am open to watching horror movies this year with my best friend for Halloween. I don't like any Halloween movies at all. Maybe Hocus Pocus, but even that I don't really like. Not because it's scary or anything, but because it's stupid. I don't know. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually find myself enjoying this one. Thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. That's nice. We sit and enjoy our food and wine, surrounded by dead people. That one I don't like. I don't like eating in a cemetery. I get, like, being peaceful in a cemetery, maybe reading in a cemetery, but eating? I don't know. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It notices us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Oh. Embarrassing. It's a dog. Hello. You're an ugly dog, aren't you? You look like you just, nope. Unfortunate circumstances of life has brought you to us. As it finally comes into light, the friendliest and dumbest looking Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. You got some cheese for me? Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks. Robert? Robert? What are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his Mary Poppins cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? Seriously. The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tag wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians loved dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool.
Oh,
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What do you say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin to walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful.
oh,
Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep.
ah.
Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Ashton, if you'll allow me to bring great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Are you gonna kiss me? Damien reaches into his cloak, of course, and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I have lost. Damn, that's fucking dark. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. Save. Ah, yes, because we were in a cemetery, I chose the dead one. Our noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I could say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool, it's scary. Nice save, Ashton. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Number 4, stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect you. Yes! That's such a good tip. Uh-oh. We're fine.
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a, it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, you've won.
Okay. He talks a lot. I don't know if you could hear that at all. But they typically say something after the date, but he like said a full-on sentence.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Welcome, you've got dads. Still nothing after the next date. It's kind of upsetting. Because usually there's like the messages on here, but I guess that's it. We did all of them. Oh, that's so sad. I really liked these things. Oh, it's fine, I guess. I am gonna leave it there and we'll do
the third date next. What? I've only been streaming for an hour and 46 minutes. I mean, I might as well just finish Damien right here, right now. That sounded wrong. But it is almost 1. Chat, do you want me to finish Damien today, or do you want to save it for another day? I'll wait like a couple minutes and eat my fig bar while y'all decide. Unless everybody's lurking. And then I'll decide. I'm gonna save this last bit of fig bar for later. How do I put it back in? There we go. That sounded wrong. I kind of want to go eat lunch. So I am going to end it here, but we'll finish Damien's story next Thursday. And then what I'll do is to be able to date Robert, because a couple of people want me to date Robert. We'll have to go back to an old save before we dated Joseph in order to date Robert. So, and then we can possibly get Joseph's secret ending, maybe? Because you're supposed to, well, I'll have to redo Damien twice as well, because you need Damien's twice, Robert's twice, and then you need to date Joseph again to get his secret ending. So we'll do that next time. Well, next time we'll finish Damien and date Robert. And then the end one, the final stream, will be not next Thursday, but the one after. Hold on, let me look at what the date on that is. So by October 2nd, we'll finish up the entire game for Dream Daddy. Because I'm not dating Brian. Fuck that guy. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to put myself through that. But October 2nd will be fully completed with Dream Daddy, which is awesome. And then I will have Discord pick my next game to put on the channel. I did write them down. I think, let me see. Games. So future games options are Ori and the Blind Forest, One Shot, and Sky Children of Light. Those are the 3 that I might replace Dream Daddy with. I think I'm leaning more towards Ori and the Blind Forest, but I will put a poll in the Discord for you guys to be able to choose that. But we are almost done with Dream Daddy fully, so that's exciting. Alright. You can't beat the whammy bar. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody for lurking, Absolved for entering the chats to chat with me a little bit, keep me company. I appreciate you. I don't know if I would like. I mean, I guess I could raid. Probably a good thing to continue raiding. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. You know who will raid? Who I haven't raided in a while? Ryan, the only Ryan, double N. Hopefully he's accepting raids from little streamers like me. I want to go visit Ryan because I haven't been in his streams in a while, and he's literally the reason why I wanted to even do Twitch. He's the reason that I got into Twitch. He's just a great guy, honestly. And if everybody can join me in the raid, I'd appreciate it. All 3 of you, please, 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 please. Because I don't think I'll raid with 2. I feel really weird raiding with only 2 people, but this is fine, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna raid out him. I really hope I can with 2 people. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh wait, I have to stream Grounded today. Oh well, I'll stream Grounded in a little bit. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye!